Hello everybody and welcome to Romancefull's Tarot. I'm about to begin here with a reading. Now this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody. It's really important, please, that you do take whatever does resonate with you and you simply just leave the rest of it aside. If you do have any questions, you would like to contact me, may it be for a reading, may it be for a question, please do not hesitate. You can find all of my information right below into the YouTube description box. So please, feel free, check it out, and I'll be right there if you do need me. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do take a brief moment of your time to click onto the subscribe button to show your support to the channel and to myself, and it is always very, very appreciated. Also, I would like to take a brief moment to thank every single one of my subscribers. I thank you for being there. I thank you for listening, for sharing, for commenting. Thank you for participating. I appreciate every single one of you. Also, I would like to thank all of the subscribers who do donate to the channel. Very appreciated, and I do thank you so very much. Much gratitude. So with no further ado, let's begin this reading. This is warnings. These are warnings by the universe. They want to give you some warnings about what is going on right now. So I have 3 warnings. You take what's good and you just leave the rest of them aside. So let's start this off. I have the Deceitful, I have the Merciful, and we're going to conclude over here with the Handful. So let's start right at the top over here with the Deceit. Now the Deceit, this is about really trusting your intuition and being very, very careful, I have to say. So this is about you pulling back that curtain. Who you pulling the curtain back on? On somebody who's deceitful that you don't know yet, but you're going to find out. This is about encouraging you to admit how you might be also misleading yourself or others right now. What are you pretending to believe in that you know it isn't true, or maybe you're pretending to believing something when you know that it's simply not right for you? Now, what person or what situation are you trying to fit into your world when in fact it really isn't just fitting at all? So where are you hiding from the truth? Now, fearful denial is not going to protect you from any type of disappointment. In fact, it is actually going to cause you more harm into that long run. So yes, it's tempting at times to just ignore what simply isn't pleasant, but to deny something in the hopes that it's going to disappear, that might just not be a good idea. So open up your eyes, take a solid look around who or what isn't in alignment with your heart. What are you trying to persuade yourself to believe? Where might you be simply trying to deceive others, maybe? Perhaps leading them to believe something over than the truth, other than what the truth might be. So if you're trying to prevent any hurt feelings or have other noble intentions, well, deceit is always some kind of form of manipulation that just really eventually always backfires. So if you're ignoring the red flags in your health, for example, convincing yourself into believing that it's nothing, you not only compromise your chances for a full recovery, but you're also eroding that trust of those who love you and who want to be healthy. So if you deceive yourself into believing a poor relationship is good enough for you, not only do you rob yourself of the true and genuine love that you deserve, you also give the impression to those around you that no one deserves to have that self-esteem, to have that supportive and beautiful, loving relationships. So we're all affected at some point or another, and one individual's deceit never stops with that person. Rather, it just travels and it touches as many as it can as it's going along the way. So you need to stop. You need to think about how many people you might be affecting by deceiving yourself. Find the courage to end those deceptive notions and those behaviors that you're holding on to, and take a deeper look into the challenging affairs of your life. Why? To go and to find that truth. And this is going to be the very best path for everybody who's concerned in this situation, even if it's a rocky road at first. So your warning here is about admitting what you feel and really just being quite genuine about it. We're going to move on over to your following message over here. And this is with the mercy. This is all about having mercy, how it is quite necessary. So this is about how maybe you're at risk of being a little bit too harsh on yourself lately, maybe even a little bit too harsh on others. Or maybe others are treating you harshly. That could be a possibility also. So do you feel maybe ashamed, or are you attempting to shame other people? You have to be aware of the temptation to play God and to pass judgment on anybody, yourself included, even if you are convinced that it's well deserved. The mind, it can easily just convince itself to do the right to condemn, but that's not your role. And only a fool is going to fall into that trap. So if you're feeling wronged, find the compassion to forgive, even if it is just so very difficult to do so. And if you're feeling cheated, take the steps to protect yourself from any further damage. But don't hold a tribunal in front of friends to make a case of it. No, have mercy on the one who committed the crime, if you will, and leave the rest up to God. Be especially forgiving to yourself, and don't cause further harm by rewinding that tape of past injury into your mind and replaying it over and over and over again. And don't bore others to death with with any, lengthy tales or of misery. Everyone suffers or feels wronged at one time or another, but this is really about accepting what you are going through right now and working on through it. Occasionally, venting frustrations is also quite acceptable. It's fine. But serving up any continuous litanies or troubles, well, that's a little bit less. So this is really about, don't condemn yourself. Don't condemn others. You need to forgive. And then you need to let go. And we're now going to move on forward to your final message. And your final message over here is the handful. So looking like we have a little bit too much on our hands here, because the message here is mainly about keeping it simple. So this is about chasing. You're chasing one thing after the other. You're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. It is time to stop. It is time to regroup. Let me ask you right now, what are you holding on to that isn't worth it right now? What circumstance or person is more than you can handle? Maybe what situation is bigger than you can shoulder on your own? What do you want to let go of, but perhaps you're afraid to do so? What are you struggling to contain that continues to slip from your grasp? This is about giving yourself a break and, dropping most of what you're carrying, because you can't continue to take everything on by yourself. This is just juggling. It's just juggling more than your fair share. One by one, it's time to put down your burdens and to return to that genuinely what belongs to you, to those people that you love who are around you. It's kind to want to help those, that you care about, but it's really necessary and even helpful to give that constant, hands out. You don't want to be doing it all the time. It becomes a contrary of really what it is that you want to do, so counterproductive. So it's okay to ease your grip. It's okay to surrender to the divine will. Ask for guidance. Be willing to say no when handed things that really don't belong to you. But hold your boundaries. Release your control. Let your unburdened hands reach for those that you love and embrace them. Work in teams or in groups, for you shouldn't work alone at this time. When your ego is feeling like this, you need to ask yourself, ask for assistance, or admitting to what it is that you can't or that you shouldn't try to take responsibility for. The spirit in you is going to soar. It's going to reward you with the freedom and your very peace of mind if you do that. So to state it simply, for most things in your life right now, the best policy is really all about hands off. The universe is taking care and the universe is taking over. So right now, you can relax. Your warning here is about please do not overreach. And this does conclude your reading. I do hope that you enjoyed. I do hope that the universe brought you some very interesting messages that you will be able to use. If you have any questions and you would like to contact me, please do so. All of my information is right below into the YouTube description box. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do click onto the subscribe button. And I wish you a beautiful day. I thank you for being there. I will see you tomorrow. Many blessings to you.